Rising from the ashes, a single dad's journey. The night was silent, except for the sound of a clock ticking on the wall. John sat at the edge of his bed, his head buried in his hands, fighting back tears that he couldn't let anyone see. To the world, he was supposed to be strong, the man who had to hold everything together, but inside, he was shattered. His wife had walked away months ago, leaving him and their 6-year-old daughter, Lily, behind. No warning, no explanation, just a cold note on the kitchen table that said, "I can't do this anymore." That night, John felt like his world had burned to ashes. The weight of being both a father and a mother crushed him. He had no idea how to braid hair, pack school lunches the way Lily liked, or answer her endless questions at bedtime without breaking down himself. He had lost the love of his life, and now stood face to face with the terrifying truth. He had to raise his daughter alone. The first weeks were chaos. Mornings began with rushed breakfast, burnt toast, spilled milk, tears over mismatched socks. Evenings were no better. Homework felt like climbing a mountain he couldn't scale. Bedtime was a war zone of just one more story and hidden sobs from both father and daughter. John often cried into his pillow after Lily fell asleep, his heart aching with loneliness and guilt. But what cut him the deepest was his own pain. It was seeing Lily's eyes searching for her mother. The way she asked, "Daddy, when is Mommy coming back?" He had no answer, so he did the only thing he could. He pulled her close, kissed her forehead, and whispered, "She might not come back, sweetheart, but I promise Daddy's not going anywhere." That promise became his anchor. Slowly, John began to rise. He learned to wake up earlier, making pancakes shaped like hearts because they made Lily smile. He taught himself how to braid her hair, messy at first, but each day improving until she proudly told her friends, "My dad did this." He stumbled through parent-teacher meetings, soccer practices, and school plays, often feeling out of place, surrounded by couples. But he showed up every single time because Lily needed to see that he was there no matter what. There were nights when exhaustion almost broke him, but Lily's laughter kept him going. He discovered strength in the smallest of victories, like the first time she said, "Dad, this is the best lunch ever," or the day she ran into his arms after scoring her first goal, shouting, "We did it, Daddy." Still, the journey wasn't without battles. There were days when financial struggles loomed like dark clouds. Bills piled up, his job barely covered expenses, and he often skipped meals so Lily never had to. Then came the whispers from relatives and neighbors, people who doubted he could raise a child alone. "A girl needs her mother," they said. "He won't last long." Each word stung, but John refused to let their doubts define him. Instead, he turned their voices into fuel, silently declaring, "Watch me." One winter night, as snow fell outside their small apartment, John found Lily sitting by the window, staring at the sky. "Do you think Mom misses us?" she asked softly. John swallowed hard, his chest tightening. "Maybe," he replied. "But what matters most is that I love you more than anything in this world." Lily turned to him, her eyes shining. "I know, Daddy, and that's enough." It was in that moment John realized something powerful. He wasn't just surviving anymore. He was building something new, something strong. From the ashes of heartbreak and abandonment, he was creating a bond unshakable by circumstance. Years passed, and Lily grew into a bright, confident young girl. She excelled in school, stood tall on the soccer field, and carried within her a quiet strength that came from seeing her father fight for her every day. One evening, as John sat in the audience at her school play, watching Lily shine on stage, tears welled in his eyes, not of pain this time, but of pride. He remembered the nights of despair, the mornings of struggle, and the countless times he thought he wasn't enough. Yet here they were, standing tall, proving to the world and to themselves that love, resilience, and faith could rebuild even the most broken life. After the play, Lily ran into his arms, breathless with excitement. "Did you see me, Daddy?" She beamed. He hugged her tight and whispered, "I saw everything, sweetheart, and I've never been prouder." John had risen from the ashes not because the journey was easy, but because he chose to keep going when everything inside him said stop. He discovered that being a single dad wasn't about filling the role of two parents. It was about being present, being constant, and loving with everything he had. And in the end, that love was enough. This is the story of a man who lost everything, but chose to rise, not for himself, but for his daughter. It reminds us all that life's hardest moments don't define us, how we rise from them does.